Technology. Leading edge. Information. World Techstream. Android Cafe International.
Welcome to World Techstream. We are broadcasting from Taipei today. My name is Yukiko Sakai and I have a host here, Mr. Tat Sekine, OESF International Operations Executive Director. Hello, Mr. Sekine.
Hi, Yukiko. Nice to meet you again.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so how do you like Taipei so far?
I enjoyed very much,
That's good.
especially the food.
Food?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, have you ever lived in the other countries?
Yes, actually I lived in Hong Kong.
Oh, so you know the Chinese food
Yes,
very well.
And it's, to be honest, it's my favorite.
Okay, but the
Yes.
taste different. Chinese food in Hong Kong is more Hong Kong and Cantonese
style,
But here in
yes.
Taiwan, much of the seafoods and also many different province, different foods and
Yes.
delicacies. So I'm sure you will enjoy it.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. What's next? World Techstream.
World. Technology. Leading edge. Information. World Techstream. Android Cafe International.
Welcome back to World Techstream from Taipei. This block is World Tech Trend. Mr. Sekine, what are you going to tell us about today?
Yes, I'm living in Taipei and we are using different broadband connection like ADSL, FTTH at our home and office.
Yes.
And if you go out to outside, we have Wi-Fi connection in Taipei.
Right.
Actually, Taipei government is providing free Wi-Fi. So if you go to the mass transit railway, MRT station, you can find a free Taipei Wi-Fi free station, and you can connect your cell phone or tablet or PC free. Yeah. And then it comes to WiMAX here in Taipei.
Yes.
But the WiMAX range is not that wide. It's only in the Taipei area right now.
Right.
Actually, I'm living in northern part of Taipei, but we cannot catch the WiMAX signal. So it's too bad. I can't use the WiMAX. But now, I guess you've heard about the LTE. That's the latest technology and very fast broadband access.
Okay.
And LTE is coming in next few years. That's what Taiwan's government announced. So we are looking forward to it because in Japan, LTE connection already started.
Right.
There are many different carrier operators. They are inviting people to subscribe the LTE like 3,800 yen or so, sometimes close to 5,000 yen per month. But let's see, how much does it cost here in Taiwan?
I see. So it's not going to free from the government.
No, I'm sorry, it's not going to free, but Wi-Fi is still free, I hope.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But if you want to have a very wide range of connection and also high speed, then it's coming soon here in Taiwan.
That's very good.
It's exciting.
Good news.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's move on. What's next? World Techstream.
World. Technology. Leading edge. Information. Techstream, Android Cafe International.
Welcome back. It's Techstream from Taipei. This blog, we are going to introduce leading-edge technology from Taiwan. We have a guest, a company called ATOP Technologies Inc., Dr. John Pong. Hello, Dr. Pong.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Hi.
Mr. Tan.
Nice to have you.
Welcome to the show. Okay, will you please, first of all, will you please introduce yourself and your company, please?
Okay, my name is John, and our company is ATOP. We are a very famous company in the industrial automation area. We used to connect many devices in the factory to be controlled by internet. So we realized that internet control for different kind of devices is very important. So interoperability is very important. So we have a great sense on that area. Now we are moving to another area, cloud computing, also based on the sense of interoperability. Okay.
So I know that your company is making serial server.
Yeah.
Are you still making that product?
Yeah. Still.
So which market you are mostly deliver that products to? China or Europe?
Yeah. It's globalized product. Yeah.
I see.
Glad to have you.
Dr. Pong, what are you going to promote to us today?
I will promote our cloud product. It's called Cloud Proof. Okay, actually it's a pad user control system and the content access converged system. Because for enterprise, there are a lot of users use pad, but they have to access different kinds of contents. Some contents in their file server, some contents maybe in the branch office, some contents maybe in the cloud, public cloud, just like Google Apps. But when pad user want to access all these kinds of contents, it's very trouble to let them to connect to different server, use browser. So we want to converge all the contents all together in one gateway. And at the same time, we can do security control. So it's more efficient, it's more secure.
I see. Okay. So we'd like to know more detail about your product. And do you have a demo for us to show?
No problem. This is our product, Cloud Proof. And actually, the pad, you can use any kind of pad. Okay, so this is just, I use one of the famous pad in Taiwan. So actually, first of all, you can use browser. You can use browser to connect to our server. It's so when the pad user want to access contents in clouds or in private file server, they direct log into the server. And our server have different kinds of contents. So we have their ID and password control. So they just log in. And the user page, you can access different kinds of contents in the enterprise or in the cloud. And actually you can see mail, files. So we will demo file. Excuse me, this is mail. We can access mail. So I will use file. So you see we have two folders. Public folders and private folders. The public folders, the contents, actually it's in the public cloud. Actually we think the data, the documents from Google Apps, from public cloud.
I see.
So they can connect to the server to access contents in public cloud. And the private folders save the documents for their private cloud. maybe it's in their file server, app TV server. Just connect to that server and bring the contents to the user. So through this interface, they can access a private contents, public contents, but be controlled by the ID, password, identity control.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a converge of the contents.
So it's really seamless to access to
Yeah,
cloud
it's seamless.
in a public or in a private
You got it.
cloud.
That's true. That's true. Because if a user, mobile user, want to access the contents and outside of the company, they maybe want to put the data in Dropbox or Google Apps, but it's not controlled by the enterprise. It's not secure for enterprise. For end user, it's okay, but for enterprise, they want to control the document. So it's a document and many contents converged system.
So you have special security menu on it,
Yeah.
so that you can control all the different contents.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
cloud.
That's true. And another feature, if user don't want to use web browser, because sometimes pad user don't like use web browser. They like to use apps like software. So you can also use apps software. I will use apps software. It's called Web DAV. Actually, it's not provided by us. And there are a lot of vendors provide Web DAV access like apps. I just use one of it. And use this apps, you can also access the contents in our server. You will see the public and private folders.
Okay.
The same. So if the bad user don't want to use browser, they can use some apps they are familiar with to access content, but be controlled, be access controlled, be security controlled by us.
Do you have any menu to make very detailed control parameters? Like you were saying, access control.
Yeah.
You have security measures too.
Actually, what we do is you can see the slide 3. Okay, you will see figures in these figures, and you will see that actually we connect to the on-premise system. Our server put into the enterprise, and we connect to the on-premise system. The on-premise system may have a directory access control. We connect to the directory access control server. Let the on-premise server do the control. So we follow the rules. So why we do this? Because in the cloud era, it's very important for interoperability. You already have an IT system, you already have a control system, you already have file system, mail system. But now you want to expand your computing ability by importing the public cloud. So how to make them work together? So interoperability is very important issue. So we just like to follow the security rule in the private cloud or in the on-premise system, and we connect to them, know the rules, and do the controls for the contents in their private zone and in public cloud.
Do I need to do some special thing to install your service? Because some enterprise is using a Windows server, some of them are Linux server,
Yeah.
some might be a different like
Yeah.
Oracle servers and
Yeah,
so on.
that's a good question. I mentioned interoperability in the cloud era is very important. But the luck is they have some protocol, common protocol. So for directory control, no matter use Microsoft AD or LDAP, they all support LDAP protocol. So for mail, they support IMAP protocol.
Okay.
So file, they support other file.
So
protocol.
you follow those
Those
common
protocols. Those common protocols.
Okay.
If they don't have common protocol, we need to do some extra works
Yes.
to co-work together to find out the path to connect. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. So you already start selling this product or
Yeah,
service?
actually, it's very popular in school because now many schools in Taiwan deploy Google Apps because Google Apps for education is free in Taiwan. but actually they face the same problem. Access control contents. They have some contents in their file server storage. They have contents in public cloud. They have many students, teachers use pad. So they use this system to control. And as you ask a question, how to install it? It is not hard. We have two versions. The first version is hardware. Our system is in the hardware. So just put in the enterprise and need Ethernet to connect. Another version, we have a VMware version. VMware. So our appliance will be virtualized to put in the virtual computing environment because a lot of school or enterprise already use virtualized computing. Yes. So they don't have to purchase another hardware. They just put our VMware image to put it up. So it's a system to connect private cloud, public cloud, and on-premise system. Then the control content access be controlled altogether for the pad user, for enterprise, to have a more secure and a more easier way to control their access.
Interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quite interesting, yes. Okay, then will you please then explain about your company or your future vision or goal of your organization? Yes.
That's true. Right now we're based on a technology called hybrid cloud technology. Why hybrid? Because it's mix of on-premise system, private cloud, and public cloud. So it's called hybrid, a hybrid cloud. So based on the hybrid cloud system, we can hybrid more service. For example, for knowledge management, if you have pad user, just like you want to selling something outside to your customer, you have to deliver the knowledge to them immediately. So the knowledge may be not in the private room, maybe in the public cloud. So we use hybrid cloud technology. We can find the knowledge in the right place to deliver to the pad user outside the enterprise. So what we want is we want to deliver more hybrid service, for example, just like the knowledge management. And we want to make it more real time, okay? Because if you have a lot of pad users outside of a company, you want to deliver them a message. So it's better to be real time. So maybe the price book is updated in this morning. They sell to the customer, the price change. Okay, but by cloud technology, it's easy for us to deliver this message to them immediately by hybrid cloud technology. So we want to do more about the hybrid cloud technology. Yeah.
I see.
There are many different cloud service, like I'm using Dropbox and SugarSync and Gladinet, but it's all personal. So like your system is enterprise focused, and security and all the different customization can be done. So that's very interesting.
It's because our company, we have great sense on interoperability. We used to connect the device in factory to be controlled by some system. So now in the cloud area, it's the same. You have different kind of system. You have public cloud system. You have different kind of end user device. You have different kind of pad. So you have to converge them all together. So we have a gateway. We have a server. We can do this kind of work for an enterprise.
So you're saying that you're using browser, but do you have any Android application to access your system?
Yeah, just like I demoed this one.
It's that one.
It's an Android app.
Okay, so
actually,
we can use that one. That's a publicly.
Because they all use some common protocol. The APIs don't have to be provided by us. Enterprise can use their API as they like, user familiar one, but use the common protocol. They can access the contents.
Maybe. Let me try someday.
Okay. Welcome.
Okay, sounds very exciting.
Yeah, because I see the program is introduce different kind of end user device and device, but now we provide a different kind of device, which is a gateway for control, a pad for security control for enterprise, because enterprise is starting using pad for their users. So we have to deal with this issue.
Yes, especially as you mentioned that not only the enterprise but for the educational organizations, it's really
education.
worth. Okay. Okay, then at the very last, but would you give your message to the audience of this show?
Okay. Thanks for inviting us today to introduce our product. And if you're enterprise and IT manager, and you have a lot of users, I suggest you use PAD because it's very convenient. But you have to have a security control mechanism for you to make this infrastructure more secure, more convenient. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pong.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's move on. What's next? Well, Techstream.
World. Technology. Leading edge. Information. World Techstream. Android Cafe International.
Well, Techstream from Taipei, welcome back. We are going to show the video of National Chiao Tung University. We actually showed them last time, but we have many more information to show audiences. So actually I was in fact there to interview many people and observe their laboratories. And I'm very excited to show those information to the audiences. Okay. We're going to show the videos for you. Let's check it out. Hello everybody. I'm now at the National Chiao Tung University in Taiwan visiting EECS Research Building. Okay, Dr. Lin, will you please explain about this university to us?
Yes, the university is, if you compare to US, beside the Silicon Valley, San Jose, there's a university, Stanford, which has a close relationship with the San Jose industry. And similarly, National Chiao Tung University, NCTU, is just beside the Silicon Valley of Taiwan. So they are just beside us across the wall, across the campus. There are more than 300 companies in the science park, and they get into different industry sectors, including semiconductors, telecommunication, networking, and display technology, optical display technology, and some PC peripherals. Okay, so these are the industry that match with the Chiao Tung University department, and so that's why the NCTU, as a mid-sized university, place much emphasis on EECS. We do have some we do have department that are on literature, on business, but comparatively, those programs are smaller, and we have a larger program on EE and CS. And so we continue to evolve and spread. Even the computer science now is a college instead of just a department. And EE, in most universities, electric engineering is a one department, but in NCTU it's a 3 departments. So it's a EE college instead of a department. So from that we can see that this university places a big emphasis on the high tech, mostly due to our neighbors, our neighboring companies, and we do have first of all we do produce graduates who work there, who graduate and then work there. And also we have some request from the industry for cooperations. So that foster many academia industry cooperation, and also trigger many startups from our alumni. Okay, so that's the strength. And EECS or engineering rank, as you have seen on the Wikipedia,
Right.
the university rank among 30 to 40 worldwide in engineering. So that's one thing that we emphasize on.
Okay, Dr. Lin, will you please explain about this laboratory?
Yes, this is an extension that we get into 4G LTE. 4G is the next generation cellular system following the current 3G. And LTE has been viewed as the technology for 4G. And here we try to establish a test-bed environment for the 4G handheld vendors that come to test conformance and also interoperability. And here we show the interoperability first, and also conformance. And then I'm going to show in the first floor another room with more physical layer testing. Here we test the protocol, but in another room we test the physical layer, signal level. Okay, and here is a real base station, LTE base station, with on the bottom you see the power supply, and then the baseband module, and then the RF. RF stands for radio frequency, which is the radio waveform into the air. Okay, and then we can connect the base station. Going through the base station, it can connect to the backbone, the core network of Zhonghua Telecom, which is the largest operator in Taiwan, or connected to an emulated core network. This device emulates the core network. So as you can see, if you have client devices here, the 4G LTE dongle that is being tested for interoperability with the base station. This one, the dongle, and then it would connect to the base station, which is now Nokia Siemens base station, and then connected to the Zhonghua Telecom backbone or the emulated backbone core network, and then it can run a set of test procedure to verify whether they can conform and they can interoperate under various configurations. Okay, that's what we did. Okay, and another test is called conformance testing. The handheld, after being designed and manufactured, need to test whether they conform to the standard to some degree, or the more they can conform, the quality will be better. And we have two emulated base station and core network emulator. One is by Agilent, and the other one is by Nokia Siemens. And the Nokia Siemens, Rollins Watts, Agilent and Rollins Watts, two emulator that emulate the base station and also the core network. And here you don't do interoperability because for interoperability you interoperate with the real base station. But here you verify whether your protocol implementation conform to the standard, and the standard implementation have been defined in the test tool here. So you go through many conformance test cases to verify each of the steps. Okay, and the other thing is we have some mini chambers that we in case we need to block out the interference, so that we can put the device into the mini chamber. And here we just finished. We just did a wireless LAN replay environment here.
Very interesting. Okay.
So next we can move on to see the more physical layer testing for LTE. We have a 6-meter chamber built dedicated for that purpose.
I see.
Wow.
Okay, thank you very much. The laboratory was actually testing 4G LTE, the newest technology. And what I found interesting was that they were closely working with the real customers
Yes.
and do the testing with them.
Just I mentioned here in Taipei there are WiMAX network, so that we can hook up with the network with a high-speed broadband. And then next stage we're going to have LTE in the next few years. So we are really excited to see the technology coming in.
That's right. Okay, let's move on. What's next? Well, Techstream.
World. Technology. Leading edge. Information. World Techstream. Android Cafe International.
Mr. Sekine, sadly it's about the ending of the show,
Yes.
and I'd like to know if there's any announcement from OESF.
Yes, we do have announcement. OESF is going to show the Computex.
Yes.
And we have a big booth in the area of Hall 1 in Taipei World Trade Center.
Yes.
So may I introduce one of our office staff?
Yes, please.
Yuka here.
Yes. Hi, Yuka-san.
Hi, 你好.
你好.
So we need to talk in Chinese.
Yes, please
actually,
do.
we are Japanese, but let me talk in Chinese so that the audience will understand. 那 Yuka， 我们在 Computex 的时候，总共有几个 booth 的位置呢？
哦，总共有16个。
16个，所以这一次是很大的。
对，没错。
那个位置大概是什么地方？
就是进去大门口，然后左边就会看到我们的 OESF
哦。好，那我们每一年在 OESF 的 Computex 就参展啦，但是今年比较特别，对吗？
对，因为去年展示的时候比较小，但是今年的话就2倍，2倍，所以很大。
哦，然后呢，听说有一个舞台，
对，
那个舞台要做什么？你要跳舞吗？
不会
哦，
对，就是在那边有机会一些公司介绍自己的产品哦，对，所以也可以现场直播，对，所以非常好的广告的机会。
对，所以他透过像这种的 Ustream 的方式，
没有错，
现场直播，
对，
哦，不错。所以怎么样？你想不想邀请我们的观众公司会参加 Computex 吗？
当然想。
好，
对，现在目前有几个空的那个位置，所以应该他们我想要邀请很多公司跟我们合作。
很好，所以请大家寄 email 给他或者打电话给他，就问问看这个 Computex 参展的内容。Okay, so that's about the Computex.
Okay, thank you very much, Yuka-san.
Thank you.
Okay, it's time to say goodbye. So, Mr. Sekine, thank you very much
Yes,
for
thank
joining.
you very much.
Okay, so if there's any information you'd like to contact us, please see the email here. Okay, so see you next time at the World Techstream. Goodbye.
Bye bye.